Coach, please start with an opening statement.
Well, I want to thank our fans, our students specifically for getting back on time, safe, and obviously our community that showed up. I thought the atmosphere helped us, and it helped us in a way where that run, whether it was a 3-point lead, it went to 6 early in the game, and all the way up to an 18-0 run where we had that scoreboard 18-2. That was a tough team that we played, very physical. That's why I opted to go to zone because of their paint touches, and I thought our guys responded no matter what Haymaker Arkansas threw. I thought our guys responded in a way, specifically Jacob Cruz on that putback, and obviously his drive in the first half, all the way to Tamar's ability to rebound. I was on him a little bit just from the rebounding standpoint and blocking out, and obviously Mark Mitchell. Mark Mitchell did a tremendous job, and I just opted to go small tonight to keep our matchup advantage, and more importantly, we play a game soon enough.
All right, questions?
Yeah, Coach, what kind of advantages did you see out of those small ball lineups tonight?
Well, first of all, Trent Pierce versatility allows us to be, in that way, right? Jacob Cruz versatility, and then obviously Mark Mitchell. This dude, there's not enough I can say about these two to my right and left of what they bring and the toughness that they bring to the table, but also their ability to coach each other and respond. I'll keep saying this, when I get to the huddle, they've already had their timeout, and I'm always feeling like I'm repeating myself or repeating what one of our leaders or one of our players have said in terms of what the solution or the next option should be offensively or defensively. So it's player led, it's player provoked, it's player, they push each other, they fight for each other, and they give to each other. So I'm thankful.
Mark and Tamar, earlier this week, Coach talked about having to kind of ground yourself and forget last game. How important was that, 18-0 straight out of the gate to just prove you had moving past that?
Yeah, I think just trying to get out to a good early start was definitely something we want to focus on. We know that they had gotten out to strong starts in the past few games, so we knew they were going to come out and try to punch us, and that's what we tried to do right back to them. I think we did it pretty good. The energy that we had, the energy from the crowd, I think it just propelled us in that first couple of minutes.
To piggyback off of what he said, but I know that we had an unbelievable crowd. But the other thing that I've paid a lot of attention to is I see that we're starting to really fall in love with the preparation for games. Like we're starting to really be locked in 2 days, a day before the game, a day of the game, and shoot around. So I knew that we weren't still going to be riding high off of that win that we had on Tuesday, because we've done an excellent job in our preparation for games and just being focused in that area.
Tamar, what did it mean for you personally to achieve 1,000 points for your career? And then, Coach, how proud were you of Tamar and Caleb for reaching that 1,000-point threshold?
I mean, it's definitely an excellent personal achievement, but that wasn't like on my mind coming into the game. I just wanted to come out with the W, and I mean, God willing, I was able to score 1,000 points, and I think it was like the amount that I needed to get 1,000 on the dot. So, I mean, it definitely a great accomplishment, and I don't think like it's ever happened where two guys scored 1,000 points on the same night in the same game. So somebody got to look into that. But I think that was the first time that's ever happened. So congrats to Caleb Grill on that as well.
I am thankful to coach both of those young men, as well as our entire team. Their development, it's not about basketball. Their development and confidence through their development allows them to now look past maybe what their faults were before we got them, and they're concentrating on the men that they will become, the leaders they will become. They're my captains at the end of the day, and they were not paying attention to 1,000 points. Great accomplishment, don't get me wrong. These young men want to win ball games, and they'll do anything they have to do. They'll put their bodies on the line each and every day, but they have fell in love with the process, and they lead the process that our team is falling in love with, and it's player-led. I coach my heart out, right? I coach our guys hard in practice, and they coach themselves in the game almost. And it's almost to a perspective of how well they're preparing, but also our staff and their preparation and the hours and the minutes that and the details that we don't leave uncovered. And they allow me to coach them with my heart. And when you coach a kid with their heart, with your heart, they know it. They know if it's fake, they know if it's real, and they respond a certain way. And these guys are running through a wall, not just for me, but for each other, and obviously the logo that's on their chest.
For Mark and Tamar, it seemed like Caleb had some really timely plays tonight. What is the impact that he has just in general on this team, but also on tonight's game specifically?
I mean, at the end of the day, that's just who he is. I mean, every game that he's either started or checked into, he's put his footprint on the game immediately. So, I mean, it's just something that I wouldn't necessarily say it's expected, because it's like, I mean, we just know what he's gonna give us. I mean, like I said, back to my point in terms of our preparation, like, he practices harder than anybody I've ever seen, and I mean, he's in the gym every day, so I mean, it's not a surprise when he checks in the game and makes the shots that he does and makes the plays that he does defensively, just because that's the person that he is.
Yeah, I think obviously he makes shots for us. He's the best shooter in the team, one of the best shooters in the country. But I think just his presence, just his tenacity, his leadership is even more important for our team. Obviously, when he was out there trying to just fill the void, fill the hole that he had. But just his energy, his tenacity, his leadership, and his just presence is just something that just makes our team even better, and it's something I don't think we can really replace when he's not there.
Coach, you mentioned Jacob Cruz. These past couple of games, he's created a handful of opportunities, driving the ball. Obviously, the three-point shooting has been there, but what have you made of his ability to attack the basket these last couple of games?
So he attacked the basket today and finished with a dunk, and that is great to see, because he gives us a balance of shooting as well. And I can't wait to see him string off the same amount of threes, if not more, than what Grill has been doing. The thing is that you have to look at, he's tough as nails and he's hard on himself. So think about that transition three. I want him to make it. I want him to shoot it. He was so mad he missed that shot that it started to distract him a little bit, and he put up his wall like most kids do when they're hurt or bothered by something in frustration. But the growth that he's made is he put that wall back down, got back in, made plays, made winning plays. So for me, I want our guys to continue to play with their instincts, and that's what he's done. That's what they'll continue to do, and that's what I'm going to keep demanding.
For Coach and Mark, what do you think you guys were able to do as a team to hold them to only 8 free throw attempts when they were driving through the lane there?
Defending without fouling, some we always harp on. Charbonne's always honest about it, and obviously they have some guys that attack the rim. Obviously, Thero shooting only 2 free throws is something that's big. I know he gets to the line a lot, so I think we just did a good job overall. Obviously, there's some things we can clean up, but I think we just played with our chest and didn't foul.
We were out of rotation. We didn't spend much time in rotation. Our guys were in stances. They were prepared. They were talking. They were pointing. They were doing all the things that we demand and have been demanding from day one. And ultimately, being able to rebound +1 in a rebounding margin, that's great to see. I just think our guys did it without fouling. They did it with a conscious effort. They knew the game plan, and that was part of the game plan. Our zone helped us, and it helped us tremendously, because they were getting a lot of paint touches and rim shots when they were trying to go on those runs. And that's what offset and allowed us to get back double-digit leads.
Mark, you had that alley-oop poster from Trent Pierce on a Visage. What happened with that play? What was your reaction to it and everything?
Yeah, it was actually a play we put in, I think, yesterday. Coach Klein put it in. Obviously, it worked. Trent threw a perfect pass. It actually didn't go exactly how we had planned it, but he threw such a perfect pass right there for me to dunk it, and yeah, it was good.
Mark or Tamar, either one, there's a screenshot of you guys in Coach's post-game interview going around with a bunch of guys, their finger to your lips. What's the message there?
We're just not gonna do too much talking. We know what the media says about us around the country, like all these TV channels or whatever. Like, we not really talked about, and we don't really care. We're just gonna keep showing up and doing what we do, because I mean, the message has been consistent in terms of us knowing what we have in that locker room and being confident in it. So It's just like I said, we're not gonna talk. We're just gonna keep hooping and doing what we do as a team.
This is a group that has not complained ever on anything, any situation, whether it's been 5 a.m. wake-ups for conditioning, whether it's been double days for practices, whether we've done all defense practices or all offense. These guys have not blinked one time. And the amount of resilience that shows is ultimately a great sign that this team has even more room to grow. We're not even at our peak. I don't think we're playing well. I'm just being honest with you. I'm dead serious. And you guys may laugh at it, but I'm telling you, we have about 2 or 3 more steps to go. And in June, I think our first team building with Dr. Carr, I talked about us being ranked by end of December or January, and the guys immediately said, "We don't need to be ranked, coach." That's what they said. They don't want to be ranked. They don't care. They do not care about any of that. At the end of the day, our goal at the end of the day is to be in San Antonio, Texas. That's the one goal we have, and that's what we talk about.
Coach, you mentioned 2 or 3 steps that you're looking to continue to build upon. What are some of those things that you are looking for the team to accomplish?
I'm looking for 100% of our team playing well at the same time. Josh Gray didn't play well today. One of the best defenders in the conference. He did not play well today. He was slow to the ball, and he knows it. So he, from an unselfish standpoint, he was great, cheering for his teammates, cheering for Mark. We didn't click on all cylinders, and there's certain things that I see that you guys may not see. I can't tell you. I'm gonna keep that secret to myself, but I just think our team has growth, and we've been going in this direction for a long time, and what it's been is gradual. It's been gradual. It's been at a pace that's been allowing guys to put things in perspective, see themselves in the mirror, address their shortcomings, and allow me to coach them hard. When Mark Mitchell allows me to coach him hard, which is every day, I mean, his nickname is Easy. And when I say I try to get him off his rocker every once in a while, he just smiled at me. "What's up, coach?" And that's a good sign, because that's the pulse of our entire team. I can get under Bates' skin every once in a while, but he knows me by now, and he even laughs and cracks jokes from time to time. And, you know, at the end of the day, these guys, they know when you're real, they know when you're fake. I want to thank each and every last one of their parents, because I'm going to tell you something right now. You think I coach them hard. Their parents coach them harder. I got to tell my pseudo-assistant coaches, "Hey, guys, I got it this week," because they are quick to get these guys on the same page, and our parents have been tremendous in the trust, and they push their kids back to me if they ever try to complain. And they don't accept any kind of excuses or anything like that. So I'm thankful for our parents. We have a group chat that we all talk. We talk consistently on our group chat, just parents and Coach Gates. And the dialogue starts there. Our parents are on the same page. They're not worried about the rankings. Our parents are. And when you have unselfishness like that, I take that any day of the week.
For all of you, what was your guys' reaction to Caleb's dunk choice at the end? Did you know he was going to add some flash to it, or just what was your
What'd he
reaction?
He did like a little 2-hand.
It was like a side clutch.
I thought he was gonna do his like little reverse. He loved that guy, but he was coming from the middle. It was a tough angle. So, I mean, yeah, I knew he was gonna do something just to seal the game.
It's a great defensive effort. Again, I want to thank our crowd for coming. Thank our parents. Thank you guys. Definitely excited to get the semester back started. We'll be on the road. Our guys will be on the road on Monday and obviously Tuesday. But I am thankful for our students who came back just to be here for this game, and they made a difference. So, MIZ.
Thanks, guys.